Hmm. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Nice. Bye. I have really fallen in love with this general area. I've never built anything like this before, but I really feel like it looks really, really cool. The only problem is, except for it not being done, is that I still don't know how I'm gonna deal with these incredible amount of mob spawns. Seriously, this could be a fairly efficient manual mob farm. That being said though, there are a lot of things still to do. Mother, arm, other arm telling me off, and face. How did you find me? Moss. This really is Ethos snack machine. Hello! Today the goal of turning this biome into a base continues. And I gotta be honest, I am very excited about this general area here. There's something with it. I've never done anything like this before, and I absolutely love, well, it's very plain and disgustingly diorite-ish at the moment, but I absolutely love the idea of what this can become. Imagine it feeling enchanted without the... Wait, where's my haste at? Oh, wait a minute. I think I covered up the beacon for my thumbnail. Oh no, this is the worst. Where's the beacon at? Oh, yes. No, hold on. Got it. There. Whew. That was inefficient digging. Ah, that's better. As I was saying, imagine it feeling enchanted. A little bit mystical, not explosive, grand, and cozy. I don't really know if there is such a thing as grand and cozy, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and make it a thing. And how are we gonna get there? Well, I don't really know. To be honest, I'm going to, as many times before, wing it. But I'm picturing that we are gonna use a lot of greens, including these new trees as floor, because this is just such a nice little mix. The enchantment part is going to come from the amethyst blocks, which look amazing and are, more importantly, amazing to step on. And I'm not sure if I want to cover all of them up, or maybe use some purple in this build. We do need to use some dirt tones as well, or earth tones, and probably keep some stone colors as well, because it breaks very nicely with everything. We do need to deal with all the mobs though, because otherwise this is gonna be a nightmare to walk through. And I'm not opposed to the idea of there being trees down here as you walk through as well. Don't know what kind of trees, but I feel like that would be a good fit. These every now and again. An enchanted, cozy, grand, mystical forest. Not sure about the forest part, but the rest, yes. I think that's the plan. Oh, and you know what? Water. Somehow, I want to incorporate a little bit of water into this place. However, before we can forest it up and make it enchanted and grand and cozy, we need to tunnel. Because without an entrance, no one's ever gonna see this. And to be honest, this is almost looking like a chunker at the moment. This needs to be tunneled. And while we tunnel, I want to talk to you all about another type of tunnel. A VPN tunnel. Yes, I just did that. Professional. In all seriousness though, ExpressVPN is literally the reason I'm able to play on the Hermitcraft server, because without it, as I've said before, I just get Omega weird lag and get stuck in Elytra mode and can't fly, and then I get randomly disconnected. So it is a lifesaver for me, and I do highly recommend using ExpressVPN yourself in case you have any issues with any game, not just Minecraft, connecting or dropping connection or getting weirdly kicked or disconnected from servers. It is a lifesaver, and the link on the screen right now gives you 3 months off. Oh, and it goes without saying, if you are connected through a VPN tunnel with ExpressVPN, you do get a safer internet connection as well. I'll show you how to use it. Desktop time. I got a new fancy background. In order to use ExpressVPN, all you gotta do is download the app, install it, start it, and then you get this little window. Then you click these 3 dots here, and then select whatever location you want to connect from. I personally use London when I play on the Hermitcraft server. Select it and click connect, and there you go. Now I am literally in London, in it. Now, because you literally move locations on the internet, you could select anything else. For example, Finland, Terve, Isapeite. That's all the Finnish I know. But if I want to be in Finland for whatever reason, I'll just click connect while in Finland, and now I can access things as if I was in Finland on the internet, which wouldn't get me far because I wouldn't understand anything. Finnish is a very difficult language. Sorry. I better return to a language I somewhat know. Back in London. Seriously, super simple. So, expressvpn.com/Iskall gets you 3 extra months with ExpressVPN. Link will be in the description. Grand, enchanted, and cozy. I am a big fan of this. Although from this side, I'm still not done. I still need to figure out what to do with this mountain face here. But this is nice. Now for this area. First things first, I want to create a pathway leading to the elevator, which is still just a 1x2 ugly water entrance, but we'll get to that eventually. And this pathway should feel somewhat organic. The best way, in my opinion, to achieve that is just organically dig. Just organically dig without a plan, and usually it works out. Yeah, that's not terrible. And then what I want to do is create a gradient of dirt. Basically, I'm trying to use the regular dirt in the centerpiece of the path. And as you can see, I'm not being super precise or anything like that. Again, organic is the key here. And then next up, I want to use coarse dirt to fill in the holes and to use on the outer edges here. And I'm gonna run out of coarse dirt, aren't I? Yep. Aha, found some more. And gravel, perfect. I need to go on a serious gravel mission very, very soon. I'll be honest, I haven't really tested this gradient idea before, but it was something that just struck me, and I think it could look very cool. No. It looks a little bit too bordered in certain places, but you can see the gradient just a little bit. It's not really a gradient with just 2 types of blocks. So, next up, and this is something I have not done before, grass. The savanna yellow brownish grass. Which is why I needed to put the regular dirt in the center, surrounded by the coarse dirt, so that this doesn't spread. And for this, I'm going to try and go, not bordering it, but going kind of around the entire road. And I'm out of grass. Well, someone is making copper the other color. And luckily grass is not that hard to get a lot of. I've just realized this is a very delicate task because I really don't want it to look like it's just framed in. That's looking decent. But now for the big boy. The moss blocks. And these would probably be covering most of the areas that are currently stone at the moment. But just to get an idea of what this could look like, I want to make sure to start with the road. These are what makes this into a true gradient, where it gets drier and drier the further into the road you get. And hopefully that creates a feeling of you being like having trampled it down or whatever. We'll see how this goes. I'm very all over the place with this at the moment. This was one of those things that just popped into my head and I was like, yes, that's gonna be great. And as always, I didn't really give it much more thought than that. I gotta say, I like this. And this is where one of the strengths of the savanna biome really shines through. The ugly colored grass, which personally I quite like. I think what I want to do is make sure to blend it just a little bit more in places, the grass and the moss, so that it's not like a strict gradient. But for example, this block here could potentially be a moss block, and that's going to help with making it look too non-organic. The gradient could potentially continue, because this green is yet another Yet another different green. But I think that's gonna do better in just like being mixed in with the moss, because otherwise if we just make this entire place full of moss, it's gonna look very, very monotone. Is that the correct phrasing there? Monotone-ish. Oh, this is looking really cool already. I love that path. That turned out fantastic. Time for more ethos snacks. I wonder if this thing is close to running out of bone meal, because I haven't refilled it or anything. It's very, very green. It's very, very green at the moment. It definitely needs some more work, and possibly also trees and little rocks like that. What? That is one ugly rock. What did I do there? That's better. I wonder if we can add like some dirt around here as well. I usually like to do that around rocks. Yeah, not bad. And then there was 3, and already just those 3 rocks, although they're actually perfectly aligned in a diagonal, that adds a little bit of variation. Maybe a mistake. That's... Oh, I wish it was tilted the other way though. Yes! Yes, I got one the right way. Nice. Imagine one more that way. No, what happened? Oh. Oh, they are friends now. That's nice. And oh, more friends. Look. Please tilt forward. Oh, what is, I mean, it's a mega group hug. Last chance tree. Oh, that was cringe. These bones are locally collected while building this place. There's so many mob spawns everywhere. No, I think that went the wrong way. Stupid grass. Yeah, we're redoing this one. Come on. And no. Nope. Oh, come on. Dear tree, I love your nose. You're a very special boy. And this time we want to grow this way, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, that way is great. Oh! Oh, it totally works! It totally works! Talk with your trees. Talk with your trees and they do as you want. Oh, that's cool. That is a very, very small tree. It's actually kind of weird looking. But we love you here. Weird looking tree. I wonder, since we live with Etho, and since he, for whatever reason, has a ridiculous amount of glowstone, what if we turn these into glowing Etho trees? And yeah. You. Aha! Well, you can't really see it when it's not nighttime, unless you look closely. And I gotta say, ever since I saw Etho do this like 10 years ago in his Let's Play, I've loved this little trick, because glowstone plus leaves, they're married. They just look so good together, it's unbelievable. Now this is certainly starting to take shape, and it definitely feels like we've got a proper path and everyone understands where to go when you go in there. The only problem now is that this is where you go. And yeah, I would like to change this. I would like to make this a little bit better. How does one make a hidden elevator fancy? Well, I suppose one thing is that it shouldn't possibly be fully hidden. Maybe. Yeah, I think I may have an idea. First, we make this into a 3x3 hole, which is gonna take some time to do because of the water. I'm just hoping that we don't dig into any of Etho's redstone anywhere. That would be absolutely awful. And done. Wow, this is looking pretty fancy. Just looking up the bubbles in the middle. I like it, but I think we can make it fancier. We're gonna need glass, or rather glass panes. And then the idea is to make the elevator itself contained using glass panes. Very sorry, lungs, but we're almost there. You can do this. Fancy. Well, Well, not really, but it's looking really, really strange at the moment. Okay, that's step one. Next up, fancy glass. No! Oh no, I broke the block! Huh? Okay, so the idea would be this front row right here. Take away all of the stone and coal and all the other garbage. We replace it with the fancy tinted glass. And then both of the ones to the side of it, these columns here, we also dig away. And this may look terrible at the end of this, but these we replace with a healthy mix of cobble, mossy cobble, moss, and potentially andesite. Again, as per usual, I'm not really a man with a plan. We're winging. We're winging it. 100% winging. Alright, let's have a look at this. Well, it's not that visible as it's only this general area here. And that certainly needs a little bit of love there, as this actually was the original entrance before we started this massive project. Aha, that's much better. Wait, that's illegal. I'm gonna save that. Oh, hello there. By the way, when I did this area down there, I got exploded by a creeper. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. This place is absolutely dangerous. Speaking about which, I got an idea. Buttons. Yep, this will effectively block mob spawns and keep it dark, which I really want. I really want some of these areas to be dark. Again, I can't wait for the next update of Minecraft, and I really hope that they keep the idea of not allowing mob spawns unless it's completely pitch black. I think that's a fantastic way of doing it. Genuinely, I don't think a single person would complain about that change. Anyway, back to this. Oh, that's annoying. Nice. As I was saying, back to this. I really do like this. Now, since I've placed everything in the back, all I gotta do is go and carve just a little bit more to make it a little bit more visual in certain places. And again, organic broken mountains is the key here. I do feel like I want to have some of this bottom open up as well. Excuse? Sir, I have just buttoned the area. Must have been a pre-buttoner. Yeah, I like this. I do feel like I should probably add more of the stone and cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, in the back end of this layer. Wow, that was a very complicated way of saying I want to add more cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. Maybe a spruce door here. Maybe we replace this for a trapdoor there. Oh, yes. Aha, that's very nice. Could even make a very fancy floor. Yep, I like it. Finally, for the fancy 1x1 elevator, I want to have some lighting in behind here, because I think it would look really cool from the outside. So, this is going to be tricky to do, isn't it? If I can just sneak one in there. No. Unless the entire thing is glowstone, which, I mean, it's Ethos glowstone after all. I don't like this. Don't do what I did. Plan your builds. And with that taken care of, I'll leave the elevator design for today. I need to think of something to do with the corners, because right now you can fall out it if you're not careful. Which, to be honest, it would be quite hilarious to find Ethos stuck in our elevator one day. Anyway, the next thing I want to do is clean up all of the walls, because until I've done this, I can't really get a completed feel of this general area. And that means no more dirt, no more granite, no more holes to random caves where mobs walk out from, and definitely, absolutely, no more garbage. These things do so much to the entirety of the build. Look at that, so clean. Very, very nice. Now for this absolute disaster of a corner. This is where I got creepered several times today. That is so much better already. And I buttoned the entire area up there. Hello there. And another creeper blew up my rock. This one there. Well, hello there. Episode title, Iskall killing mobs everywhere. But seriously though, This definitely has potential. And we're lacking a bit of that enchantment feeling of this area, so I wonder... And... Ooh, now that is so fancy. Oh, I love the tinted blocks. They're so good. That looks evil and really, really cool at the same time. I like that. I could do the same thing in the edges here, but honestly, I like that it's just there, I think. That does mean, however, more buttons to keep this clean of the creepers. Oh, where did you spawn, sir? Sneaky skeleton. Yep, I'm very, very happy with that. That's looking awesome. I love that effect so much. And normally I don't even like purple. Buttons, buttons, buttons. And creepers. Oh! Whew. All in all, I have spent the past 3 days working on this episode. Some time disappeared to killing mobs and fixing creeper holes and creeper damages. And some of that time disappeared to using Ito's snack machine and gathering andesite. But most of it was just shaping and carving out mountains and making this place look grand, cozy, and enchanted. And I'm certainly not done. There is quite a bit more to do with these mountain walls up here. I want to button all of it up everywhere so that we can't get any mobs falling on our heads. But all in all, I am omega happy with this. I think that this has taken the Shattered Savannah into a whole new level. I mean, just look at this view flying through in comparison to what it was when we started, with the water everywhere and the weird coarse dirt mixed in. Everywhere, there were mobs everywhere. There are still a lot of mobs. Yeah, this is great. And that is very annoying right there. Nope. But anyway, unfortunately, we are out of video time for today, so that is gonna do it. I really do hope that you have enjoyed my buttoning, mob killing, and most importantly, biome transformation. I just can't end it with that coal block being there. Please stop. Ah, that's better. Where were I? Right. If you did, please do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I will see you dudes in the next episode.